Breaking news in Iren Limited, but before writing the disclaimer right here in the video description below, and also join us, TNST, the most popular stocks in the US and European markets. But this is funny because this company is from Australia, but it's trading on Nasdaq, you know. For those who don't know Iren, it's a vertically integrated data center business powering the future of Bitcoin, AI, and beyond with renewable energy, 100% renewable energy, I must say. So obviously this caught interest, you know, by Microsoft, and Microsoft and Iren, they made a super deal, very profiting for Iren, you know, but also I suppose for Microsoft for the long term. And we're gonna read it right now, the breaking news that we have. This is like very important, the data that we have. We're talking about like a value deal of around 10 billion over the next 5 years. So what Iren is gonna receive, they're gonna receive a 20% upfront payment, around 2 billion purchases, 5.8 billion in equipment, mostly NVIDIA GPUs and related infrastructure from Dell. And then Iren is going to provide to Microsoft with access to AI compute capacity in renewable powered data centers in Texas and so on cities. So the estimate revenue that they have right here, they have like between 25-35%. The operating expense they have is between 5 and 10%. So they're gonna have a good profit, you know. And the good profit, and this is the key number, is like we're talking about in yearly between 300 and 480 million per year, which is insane. Because it's insane because if we go to the net income of this company, they were in losses not so long ago, and this is important right now. The last quarter, yeah, it was good. We're talking about 176 million of net income, but this is gonna be even better. But just be careful because right now we are trading new highs. There are two risks that we have right now. The first risk is the general market crash that it could happen because we could be considered to be in a bubble territory. Everything is in new highs, in overbought territory in the main indices, Nasdaq, S&P 500, and so on and so forth. And the second risk that we have right now is that the breaking news, because of this breaking news, they are now trading near the last highs established back in October 2025. And the thing here is like after the breaking news, they don't instantly make money out of the deal. It takes time. It could take like 6 months in order to see these results apply into the net income of the company, or 1 year. So right now, we could experience like a drop, but it's difficult to see it because this is a company that is making like a huge uptrend, as you can see, and we have a support level at 59, and this is important. So we're gonna draw the lines, the different support levels. The first one is the 58, the second one the 50, the third one right here the 26. I don't think it's gonna go there, at least for the short term. It's not gonna go there, and this is the important thing because after a correction, it could go back around this area 58 at least, because as I mentioned, it's gonna take time, you know, to realize those profits. Apart from that, they also have to update the forecast because the forecast right now with this breaking news is old. We're talking about that the current level projection that we have is -1% from current levels. They have to update this Wall Street analyst. We have 12 right here, and then the EPS. They have to update this as well because it's gonna increase. It's not gonna be like an increase exponentially. It's gonna be dramatically, but it's gonna be steady, and that's important. They're gonna enter into profits. They're gonna abandon these losses from the past. At least this is apparently from the deal. You know, this could be considered from the deal. The revenue. Look at the revenue that we have. This projection, it could be it's gonna increase as well a little bit, but the important thing, guys, is like the profit, the net income, and this is important. They're gonna abandon this negative EPS like the one seen back in 2023, you know, -3.14, you know, and 2024 it was bad as well, -0.29, yeah. You know, last year it was better because it was a positive net income. And remember, guys, this is the fiscal year because you may say, okay, 2025, it didn't finish yet. Why do we have the data? Because the fiscal year for this company, it starts earlier, you know, so the quarters they work a little bit different, you know, from the standard income statement. But apart from that, guys, they have to update this. It's gonna increase. It was increasing already, and that's good. The second reason we have is a little bit overvalue the company, you know, because the rally is insane. We're talking about 600% year to date. So obviously, if they're gonna enter into profits, that's good. But at the same time, we need to see some corrections. It's healthy to see some corrections, at least to have better entries. So right now, we experience a correction. Obviously, they are buying right here on this level, which is good. You buy it right here at the bottom of the RSI over sold territory. But still, we are making new highs at the same time. If we go to a weekly chart, it's a completely opposite thing. We see that they are making new highs. We establish those highs. We are in completely overbought territory in the RSI and the MACD, and that's not good. You want to avoid that. So these are the two main risks that we have right now. Like the long-term risk, it could be considerable, because a correction of the weekly MACD and RSI is huge. We're talking about these corrections. They could be at least 30% from current levels. If that happens, we could see the price dropping at least. Let me see that. Yeah, at least to 50. It could be reasonable, And the most extreme levels, it could go back to 59. But at least I don't think it's going to happen, not for the short term. I think the correction scenario is minus 26% only. For a market crash, that the market is crashing, the whole AI bubble and, explodes, minus 62 and even more, in some extreme levels. But as I said, guys, this company is going to enter into profits. They are already into profits, but with this new deal, they're going to enter even into better profits. And that's the good thing about the company. So thank you very much for watching this video. Leave your comments below. What do you think about this company? Do you think it's a good one for the long term? Do you think it's just a speculative stock, to buy and then drop it and sometime in the future? Leave your comments below and see you in the next video.